Welcome in, everybody. Today we're going to be ranking the Pokemon types that are currently available. I'm kind of hoping they give us some new types soon, but currently these are the types that are available to us. I figured this ranking was a little bit simpler. I'm working on some bigger rankings. I'm debating like ranking every Pokemon, but that feels like it would take forever. So I might just separate it by generation. We might do generation rankings for each Pokemon, but we'll figure it out because there's still some that are going to be over 100 Pokemon. But for now, a quick little tier list for just the types. And we're going to start at the beginning. They are in alphabetical. So bug, bug's a C. Bug is, I like some bug Pokemon, but bug isn't a type that I typically go for personally. There are some cool bug Pokemon, just not my choice. Dark, however, I'm going to put it A. I really like some dark types. There's some really cool dark types. Um, yeah, I like dark types. What can I say? As for Dragon, I feel like Dragon should be A. People will probably put Dragon in S. I don't blame you. I like Dragon. It's just not my favorite type. Like it's weird to think about just generally this type. I like this type of Pokemon. I mean, other than of course we're gonna put Water S. I'm just gonna put that there. That should be obvious. I love Squirtle. Like that's gonna be, you know, I feel like that's an obvious one for me. As for electric, like I feel like a lot of these shouldn't. C is probably the lowest I'm gonna go, if we're gonna be honest. Electric, I'm gonna put B. Electric's fine. There's no electric Pokemon that blow me away. But I like electric Pokemon. That's cool. And then fairy, I'm gonna put there too. There are some really cool fairy Pokemon. I thought about maybe going up one to A, but I feel like fairy is still too new. There's not enough for me to determine that fairy should be an A ranking in my rankings. Fighting is gonna go with bug. Fighting's fine. I mean Keldeo's fighting. I really like Keldeo, but fighting type is not my favorite. That's probably the closest one to a D. That and normal type are the closest to D in my opinion. Normal type still might get D. We'll see what happens when we get there. I'm gonna give fire an A. I almost put it B, but I feel like fire deserves it. Fire's got some good typings. There's some good Pokemon that are fire type, not Charmander. But there's some good fire type Pokemon out there, so I'll put it at A. Flying, I'm gonna put B. Flying is fine. Flying has a lot of weaknesses, I feel. It's easy to counter flying most of the time. So I'm just like, flying's fine. It's cool, but nothing crazy. Ghost, however, will be S. I feel like Ghost deserves it. I personally think a Chandelure, the Hisuian Zoroark, the normal Ghost, Ghost, Gengar, of course. So Ghost is a good one that deserves S. Grass, Grass is probably my least of the initials. I'll put it at B. It doesn't deserve C. It's a little bit better than Bug in fighting. But Grass, we'll put Grass at B. That feels like a good place for Grass. Ground type. Do I like ground types? B. Ground types are fine. It was almost A. I could have gone A for ground and been okay with it. Um, ground's a solid type. Nothing crazy. Nothing above, super shocking. But and ice is gonna go there as well. Kind of the same reasoning as ground. It's fine. I like some ice types, but there's nothing super crazy. It's like, yes, I love ice type Pokemon. And then normal, as I said, normal's down here. I don't think it deserves D. There is some good looking normal type Pokemon. Obviously, normal's not a great typing unless it is like the Hisuian Zoroark where it's normal ghost. Because that's just a great typing combination. As we move to poison, Poison's also going to go B. A lot of these are just B. They're fine. I like some poison types. Gengar's part poison, Muck. And I'm just thinking of Gen 1s initially. But poison, toxicity, electric poison, I really like. So there's some that bring it up and then there's some that bring it down. Like, it's just, I think there's too many poison types because there's so many grass poison. And I think that brings it down a little bit for me. Psychic. Psychic is good. Is it S? Yeah, I'll put it S. I really like psychic types, especially Gen 1 Alakazam. Like, psychic is really good typing. There's not many psychic types I don't like, other than, like, maybe Indeedee. Indeedee's fine. Nothing crazy, but And then rock and steel are the last two. Rock, I'm going to put it B. Rock type is fine, just like a lot of the other ones. I always picture rock and ground kind of together. So it's fitting that they would both be at the B rank. And I'm actually going to put steel at A. I really like steel type Pokemon. I don't know what it is about steel type. It counters fairy. Um, but I feel like steel type Pokemon can just look really cool. And then a lot of them have cool shinies, unless you're talking about the paradox forms, because those shinies just basically lose their paint job. And they're like, all right, here's your shiny. But that's kind of my ranking for the typings. A lot of these rankings I just go into. I don't plan where I'm going to put these. I just look at it and go, yep, that one's going here. So that's how I came up with these rankings. Water, Ghost, Psychic, easy S tiers. Dark, Dragon, Fire, Steel, A, so on and so forth. You guys can see the whole ranking. But I do hope you guys are enjoying the tier list Thursday. I'm running out of some tier list ideas for Pokemon, like I mentioned doing the generations. That still only gives me 9 more videos, but give me some other tier lists you guys are interested in. I'm trying to keep them all Pokemon, but maybe we start getting away from Pokemon a little bit, but keep it tier list oriented. And we can still, keep tier list Thursday going. Maybe do some movies, TV shows, something like that. We could get into foods, drinks. So there's a lot of tier lists that are available. I've just currently only done Pokemon. So let me know what other tier lists you guys are looking for. And I will see you guys next week for another tier list Thursday. Take care.